Hello everybody, what's going on? Welcome back to JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Pitter Patter Pop. So I wanted to get a quick video in before maintenance for Jotaro and Dio, which we'll talk about tomorrow when I pull for them and get really upset that I didn't get them. I wanted to talk about some, I don't know if underappreciated is the right word, but underloved character is the new voice Narancia. Now they made him specifically work with the new Abakio, which kind of sucks, because, like, you don't want to pull them both, you know? It was a total bait move. They wanted you to spend your diamonds before Fortaro came out, and then Fortaro was bait for Jotaro and Dio. But that's okay, because actually I think he's pretty solid. He's not, like, you know, lighting up the world or anything like that, but he's a cool little character. Oh my god, yikes, all these risottos. I'm just gonna let this happen. I love his animations. So he, like, he's a power-up thing, kind of like, what's his name? Formaggio, where every time you use his ability, he gets more, like, strength in it. And he ends up covering, once you max him out, like, just a ton of space. I wish the only thing about him that I think would make him go from, like, he's pretty good to actually, like, really good is if he had Formaggio's ability to transform partner tiles. So, like, if he shot every partner tile with the radar first instead and then did this, I think he'd be awesome. Unfortunately, he's not, like, super great right now. I think he's really good, but he's not top tier or anything like that. He's just a lot of fun to play, in addition to being cool. Give me some Narancia. Yeah, give me another Narancia. Come on, come on. No! No! Also, his voice lines are great. I love this. So good. Oh, I love it. I know that stand cry is not even in the manga. I don't care. It's so good. We're just gonna go over here and do some of this, and then we let him do his thing. Alright, Risotto, do your thing. Now he's nice and maxed out, so he's just converting so much space. The voiced Abakio is technically his best friend because Abakio can just turn half the board into him, and it's not dependent on, like, dodging risotto tiles. Like, see right here, I can't loop it. Oh, I fucked it up anyway, but even if I didn't fuck it up, I wouldn't have been able to loop it because there's those multiple risottos over there on the side. So you can't really, like, consistently get any sort of loop going on. Just, I don't know why, because, like, with a character like voiced Giorno, I feel like I never really had problems doing the crazy loop, even without having any way to, like, account for the fact that risotto partner tiles were there. I would always just kind of blow through it, and it would work out for me. It doesn't seem to do that with Narancia ever. I don't know what the spawn algorithm or whatever is, but I feel like I constantly have this issue with Narancia, and I do not have it with anybody else when it comes to not being able to keep the loop going. Don't know why. Oh, look at those nice fat risottos. Can't do jack. And I guess you could use them with, like, Illuso, but I mean, nobody wants to play Illuso. Oh, but his voice, I love Narancia just in general. So obviously I like this character a lot. He's one of my favorite, like, it's hard for me to say who, like, my favorite stable of JoJo characters are, and I don't want to say that Narancia is, oh, one of my favorite characters ever, but I really love him. He's one of my favorite Vento Ario characters, at least. He's up there with, like, Giorno and Bruno and them. I just, like, it's rare to have a JoJo character that just feels like he's this innocent kid just getting it done. You know, like, JoJo characters always feel like they're, what's the word? Not mean, but, like, rugged. Like, yeah, JoJo character's been through some shit, man. And, like, it's not like Narancia hasn't gone through some shit himself, of course, but he just feels like he never lets the shit get to him, and he's just, like, a happy kid just trying to live his life, you know? And he gets sucked into all this gang stuff because his life just sucks. But ultimately, he's still like an energetic and happy kid. And it's cute, and I really like that about him. And I don't know, he brings a lot of heart to Vento Ario, which is a part that is lacking in heart in a lot of ways, you know? Everyone's kind of brutal and evil, and everything just sucks all the time. But Narancia brings some happiness to it, a little bit of joy. And so I mean, it's the same reason I like voiced Bucciarati. It's that the guy sucks, like the card sucks objectively unless you have Gold Experience Requiem, even though he's not that good. Come on, me! What am I doing? How am I doing that? How do I suck that much? Great. Like, voiced Bruno sucks. He's just bad. And if you have voiced, or not voiced, if you have Gold Experience Requiem, he's like, okay, right? Like, no, he never becomes what you would even consider to be good. He's just like, oh, that's a solid pick if you have voiced, or if you have Gold Experience Requiem. I keep saying voiced because I'm just used to all the top tier characters being voiced, even though he totally, Gold Experience is not voiced at all. But like, even without him, I still like to use voice Bruno. Like, when I'm playing story mode, I'll use voice Bruno just for fun, because it doesn't matter. Like, you can beat anything that you want with anybody in this game, so I'm not gonna harp too hard on like the meta and all that kind of stuff. Like, there definitely is a meta, so don't take that as me saying there's no meta in this game, because there 100% is. Look at that Risotto leaderboard right now and tell me there's no meta. But I just think it doesn't matter that much when you have characters that you really like. Like, you can bet I'm using High Dio, even if he sucks. I don't even care. The High Dio that's coming out tomorrow, he could be the worst character in the game, and I would use him for everything it was possible to use him in. I wouldn't use him for score attack, obviously, because it wouldn't be possible to use him in that. But anything else that he's usable in, I'm there for that. I am in there. I really hope both Dio and Jotaro are just like Fortaro +1. Like Infinity Sword, but a little bit better. I know that's a dumb thing to wish for, because there's no real way to even balance anything after that. Like, if you make them too strong, they're just too strong. There's nothing you can do about it anymore. Like, even Fortaro is kind of at that point, where it's like, what do I do? He's too good. He's literally too good. He's really getting there, if he's not already there. It's just one of those things where I don't know if they knew what they were doing when they made a character. But I still want the new Jotaro and the new Dio to be even better. To just be disgusting. Oh my god. I really hope that the new Dio is just like Jotaro, or like Part 4 Jotaro. Except he also destroys a bunch of tiles when he does it. So he does the exact same time stop that Part 4 Jotaro does, except he also breaks tiles automatically. So you get a big hunk of damage. He's like a baby, even easier than Part 4 Jotaro. Because I can't use Part 4 Jotaro at all. I really suck at him. So having Dio come in and be like, here you go, babies who are bad at this game. This guy is for you. That's what I need, personally. So that's my wish list, is I need my handheld really bad so that I can stop being bad at this. This is completely off the topic of Narancia, by the way. I'm kind of just playing. He's a pretty straightforward character, so there's only so much I can really say about him before it's just like, what do I say at this point? I didn't even get the... That sucked. Didn't even get the thing. Didn't even... I'll just go look at his screen after this. Didn't get Risotto right there. Don't know what I'm doing. Oh, the Volare Via. So good. The pose. Aerosmith. Ah, man. I really like Narancia just as a character. By the way, I was only doing... The Bingo event's obviously done for me. I was only doing it because it's the only one that has a... That I know of, at least, right now, that's up. That has a board without a health bar on it. So I could just keep going and doing whatever I wanted to do. So his max cooldown is 60 seconds, which is actually pretty good. In my opinion. I guess not really even in my opinion. That's just, like, objectively pretty good cooldown time. He's no, like, Vanilla Ice or anything where he just has, like, the craziest turnaround skill. But he's not limited. He's voiced. He's a really cool character. I don't know if I would call Narancia a fan favorite, per se. But I'm a fan, and he's one of my favorites, so we're counting it. I don't know. He's already gone, obviously, so you can't pull for him now. Or at least he probably will be, like, in a second. But it's one of those things where it's just, like, he's wholesome, and he's a good boy, and he might not be the greatest character in the game, but I just really like him. You can't hold that against me, YouTube. You cannot hold my preference for sweet boys against me, okay? He's a nice young man, and you respect him. Okay, that's all I got. Bye.